of the breach, and they are here to fight for the moral standards and the battle raging in Congress and for women and families.
Thank you. Greetings, dear friends. It's good to be here standing with you today. We must stand. We will stand. And we are standing right now. I'm standing here today, and we have Bishop William J. Barber II, President of Repairers of the Breach, Senior Lecturer of Repairers of the Breach. He's on the phone, and he's going to just say a quick word to us now. Bishop Barber, speak. We are all ears.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Bishop Barber.
It is good that we are together, my brothers and my sisters at Planned Parenthood. We have stood together.
And abandon the pro-life conviction she once held.
And we will
Once she
stand
started facing the demands of
today.
everyday life, she took a job at an abortion facility.
We can't hear you very well, Bishop Barber. Is it the other one?
This way.
Okay.
Now,
Yes, okay, go ahead.
I said that we have stood together in the past. We stood together today, stand together today, and we stand together in the days to come.
Amen.
What we know,
Yes.
what we know is that the same people and the same forces that do not want women to have a right to choose are the
Yes.
same forces that want to take Medicaid,
Yes.
the same forces that want to take health care and Social Security,
Yes.
the same forces that suppress the vote, the
Yes.
same forces that block living wages.
Yes.
And in this moment of history, we understand if they are cynical enough to be together, we got to be smart enough to come together and stay together and fight together.
Yes. Yes.
We
Yes.
cannot go along with this budget. We cannot go along with what is happening. This budget is a budget for the greedy. It is a budget for taking.
Yes.
It is a shameful thing. But the only thing that the president and Speaker Johnson and Senator Hume and Musk can think about is taking.
Yes.
How much can they take from children? How much can they take from women? How much can they take from the LGBTQ community? How much can they take from seniors? How much can they take from workers? Where we are here today to say the taking stops. You will not take our America. You will not take our democracy.
The taking stops.
Take our lives.
The taking stops.
Lastly, we want you to know that this funding of this budget
Yes.
is about war and militarism and
Yeah.
tax breaks for the greedy, tax breaks for those who already have more than enough. I want you to know I can't get there and be on the podium, but we are together in this movement. Now is the time that we must call for a mass movement across America. Now is the time that we must do whatever it requires in our nonviolent tradition. If we have to sit in, let's sit in. If we have to march, let's march.
Yes.
If we have to engage in nonviolent civil direct action and disobedience, let's do it.
Yes.
Our future is worth it. We must do collective action together. We will not let this democracy fail on our watch. Are you ready to stand together?
Yes.
Are you ready
Yes.
to stand together? And remember this, Trump and Musk want to be kings, but the only way they can be a king is if we bow. How many of you would declare bowing is not in my DNA? My knees do not bow to tyrants. My knees do not bow to those who want to rule over us. My knees only bow to God. My knees will not bow. And in this moment, will you look at your neighbor and say, stand?
Stand.
Not bow. Stand.
Stand.
Bow. Stand.
Stand.
Bow. Stand.
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 Do not bow.
Do not bow. bow.
Do not bow. Do not bow.
Do not bow. Do not bow. Do not bow. Do not bow. We're standing and we're not bowing. Wannabe kings can only be kings if the people bow, and we are not bowing. We are standing. We will be standing here, faith leaders, moral leaders, every first Wednesday of the month. Every first Wednesday of the month, we will be here standing because we will not bow. We will not bow. I'm going to invite John Kavanaugh from the Institute of Policy Studies to come and share a word with us, and will be followed by an impacted person who will share a brief word. John.
Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Bishop Barber. Thank you, Planned Parenthood. Today, we join forces with all of you at Planned Parenthood, and we invite you into a fight central to the rights of all women, the fight for a moral budget. The federal budget of every nation on earth is a deeply moral document. It decides who eats, who is healthy, and what vital programs are sacrificed for the war budget. The battle for the budget sets the moral tone for a nation's soul, and that battle has begun here in the richest nation on earth. It's our honor at the Institute for Policy Studies to work with Bishop Barber and Repairers of the Breach. We have a joint report, The High Moral Stakes of Policy Battles Raging in Washington. Today we release the appendix on women and children. It's a giant warning cry to all of us. As we stand here today, as Representative Presley said, 435 members of Congress in that building across the street have begun the process for a budget that will cut and endanger health insurance for 36 million people by cutting Medicaid. Nearly 1 in 5 women, almost half of all children rely on Medicaid or its children's health insurance program. Shame. The cuts will risk hunger for 40 million recipients of food stamps. It should It should shock the nation that 40% of those who receive food stamps are children, and 63% of the adult beneficiaries are women. Why these draconian cuts? These cuts to social programs will fund more tax giveaways to the wealthy, including America's 813 billionaires, 85% of whom are men. Shame. As we stand here today, President Trump and Elon Musk Doge have ordered actions to cut funding for the National Institutes of Health, its research on health disparities, including black maternal and fetal health. NIH officials have been told to deny funding for programs that mention women. Shame. They have ordered immigrant raids and deportations that will separate families, potentially harming the 4.4 million U.S. citizen children with an undocumented parent. I ask you to go to the websites of Repairers of the Breach and the Institute for Policy Studies to access this report and its details and to take action. Join Popular Democracy, as the last speaker said, and demand an end to policy violence against women and children, and demand the urgent adoption of policies that guarantee a healthy future for all. Thank you.
We will not bow. We will not bow. We are standing. We will not bow. We are standing. Receive now the Reverend George Walker, Chief Equity Officer for Planned Parenthood, and will be followed by Angie Whitehurt.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Greetings. I'm happy to be with you, but I want to jump right in and tell you why I am here today. I'm in this fight because I believe in the mandate that we allow the children to enter the work and the world of peace and justice. Yes. I understand that when Jesus spoke those powerful words of blessing in the 19th chapter of Matthew, it was not a setup for children to witness hardship. It was about following the lead of children, those who have not inherited all the vile ways we later grow up to use to malign people because they are different than we are, pray differently, or have circumstances not like our own. We understand the mandate to suffer the children and bid them to come is not what is happening today. Now, to be clear, I'm proud of my work at Planned Parenthood, but it is because I am an ordained minister called by God, and I believe that for those who work on the side of solidarity for the poor, it means standing in the breach. It means sometimes being the only light that is seen. It means that the light might be coming through those of us who believe that our faith is something bigger and greater, and it is what sustains us. It's not just about thoughts and prayers, but we are abundantly clear with our emotional and, if possible, our physical backs straight up against oppression and tyranny. We understand what it means to be here for good trouble. I am here to tell you that my understanding of the teaching of any historic faith leader, irrespective of religious tradition, is in solidarity those who have the least and need the most. Women and children. Health care and choices about health should not be up for debate because you are poor. We are here to raise the alarm. I'm here because I do believe that everyone who works for our care, Planned Parenthood believes in the dignity of all people. And I know that a gathering of people of faith, you believe that too. You understand that our mandate is one of justice. Our work is to repair the harm that so many have wrought, and it demands that we follow the tenets of treating everyone as a brother or sister. Amen. I'm grateful to be here and thankful for the honor of standing with you. Amen. 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 And a woman too.
Angie Whitehurst.
Very quick.
I'm going to keep my remarks short. My name is Angie Whitehurst. I'm a native Washingtonian. I live in the territory of the District of Columbia. I have Medicare and was in D.C. Medicare until paperwork, stress, obstacles made me change and opt for the co-pay option.
For the last 30 years, we've been working along with
I have to decide between probate bills, utilities, gas, water, electric, and my own personal needs.
By God's grace, we were able
And those critical choices with the latest cuts to take health options, waiting for a primary care appointment, and $30 to $50 fees to see a specialist. For me, post-stroke with allergies, asthma, fibromyalgia with complication, it is a go with the system and a waiting while not healing, getting better but worsening to at no point of return, called the end of life. Multiply me by 53,000 on Medicare, Medicaid in the District of Columbia. This is a human genocide dictated by government budget and authorized by artificially human programmed intelligence. The right to live in my country is a human right. I cannot stand silent for myself and the more than 79 million families in my country and suffer without a valid need to sacrifice their welfare and lives through genocide. I will not stand by and let home rule in D.C. be snatched and returned to the plantation rule of unelected appointees. I will speak out. I ask every individual to stand with me, not just for me, but together as one for all of us. Stand for life, health, and well-being of every human being. Keeping health care, Medicaid is my right. And I will end my story quickly by saying, Reverend Glenna Uber always says, and it's since 1619 we've had slavery. That's true.
Okay.
And she says, enslaved, yes, but not slaves. My mind is free, and so is yours. We will stand to keep America together. Thank
We
you.
will stand. Dr. Hannah Broome, Parish of the Breach.
Hello, everyone.
That was great.
We will not bow.
We will not bow.
I'm Reverend Dr. Hannah R. Broome, Director of Religious Affairs for Parish of the Breach. I stand before you today not just as a clergywoman, but as a moral voice, carrying the weight of every pew-sitting grandmother, every underpaid single mother, every hungry child who cannot comprehend why the richest country in the world has chosen to forget them. We're talking about a federal budget that proposes to slash Medicaid while 36 million people, many of them women and children, depend on it to live. So let's be clear, this is not budgeting, this is brutality. It is the women and children who are carrying the full weight of this policy violence. Because that's what it is. It is policy violence. And silence in the face of such harm is complicity. Let's say it together. We will not be silent.
We will not be silent.
This budget is a betrayal of every sacred tradition that teaches us to care for the widow, to care for the orphan, to care for the stranger, to care for the poor. So you don't need to be a Christian to hear the warning of the prophet Isaiah when he says, woe to those who make unjust laws. You only need a conscience. So to us, this document that we're talking about, this budget that they're passing, I believe in a greater power than Congress. I believe not only in the power of the pulpit, but I believe in the power of the people. We will not allow this budget to pass quietly. We are going to show up. We're going to speak out. We're going to organize. We're going to pray. Yes, but we will also protest. We will also push the limits until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. We will not be silent. Forward together. Not one step back. Forward together! Not one step back!
One more time. Forward together. Not one step back. One last thing. Text moral to 32846. Text moral to 32846. Repairers of the breach. We are standing. We will stand every first Wednesday of the month. Right here. Join us. Repairers of the breach. Forward together.
However submerged they have become beneath the floods of negative experience. Dobbs is to the pro-life movement what the Emancipation Proclamation was to the Civil Rights Movement. It was the first step in establishing the legal